Hey everyone and welcome back to Trend Craze. Cobra Kai has managed to grab and pull us in close and score a point, repeatedly. The Karate Kid sequel series does this by strategically using archival footage from the original films, by providing its characters with well-written dialogue, and by setting up scenarios that tug at the heartstrings of even hardened martial artists. But despite the well-written script, we found a few bloopers that will make you laugh. Today we're going to be talking about Cobra Kai bloopers and funny on-set moments. Make sure you stay until number 1, as you don't want to miss all the funny things are going on there. Sometimes it feels like we're drowning in sequels, prequels, and reboots. It's easy to see why. Comfortable and familiar is less risky than new and unknown. But the urge to revisit a successful film or TV show from the past can't always be resisted. Sometimes great things can happen, as in the case of Cobra Kai. You've probably seen advertisements for the new 10-part series on YouTube, and it's surely the highest profile original content for its YouTube Red service. Cobra Kai is a sequel to The Karate Kid that tacks back on Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence 34 years after their first showdown on the All Valley Karate Tournament. And yes, Macchio and William Zabka are back on their roles. The story opens from Johnny Lawrence's point of view, and the past 3 and a bit decades have not been kind to him. He's living in a cheap apartment in Reseda, not dissimilar from the one LaRusso moved in from New Jersey in the original movie. Johnny's a struggling handyman, still driving the same, not quite so sweet 84 Pontiac Firebird. Adding insult to injury, he can't escape his rival's success. LaRusso owns a chain of upmarket car dealerships, literally looking down on him in traffic from a massive billboard. Thanks to Jackie Chan and his end credits reel full of bloops, falls, and fractures, there's a long history of martial arts bloopers reels. That being the case, it's no surprise that Karate Kid sequel series Cobra Kai, which brings back film stars William Zabka and Macchio as an older Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso, has joined that tradition with a set of clips of its own. It's always so interesting to know what's going on behind the scenes, to understand that acting is such a difficult work, shooting any movie full of bloopers, which are always interesting and funny to watch. Moreover, it is as funny to watch Cobra Kai bloopers because the movie is so amazing itself. But while you might expect a show with as much fight choreography as Cobra Kai to lean into its plot, there is a greater variety to the physical comedy than just flopped kicks and punches. Mary Moser, who plays Daniel LaRusso's daughter Samantha, struggles to stay upright and build up speed when trying to exit a shot while on roller skaters and in an 80s costume that calls back to the era of the original movies. Do you think this is so easy? Nope, especially for Mary, who does it just for the first time in her life. Actors are hit in the face with dodgeballs and wadded-up paper. Do you think this is really cute? The aftermaths of confrontations get as much airtime as the fights. Mauser, having just been thrown through a table loaded with cakes, samples some frosting and announces that it still tastes good. Zabka smashes through a glass panel after taking a beating from Martin Cove, then spits out some glass shards, which gives us the indelible reaction shot of a black lad, still intimidating Cove laughing at him while holding a lit cigar. Acting is not easy at all, so no wonder there are so many bloopers. Aside from Mauser, the star of bloopers is Macchio, who radiates big dad energy in all the clips in which he appears. Now here comes the mistake that just simply can't be forgiven. Are you ready for it? Macchio doesn't remember his dojo's name. He just changed the whole line by forgetting it.
Why I'm opening up Cobra Kai? So we can fight back. Take down... No, I'm not opening up Cobra Kai, am I?
There's the bit in which he gives his character's daughter a heartfelt, deadly serious speech about why he's opening up Cobra Kai, and doesn't realize until a sentence and a half later that he's inadvertently flipped the plot of the show on its head. We love how calmly Mary was just listening to him saying that. Both actors clearly needed a rest because acting is hard. Because, once again, acting is not easy at all. Another example is when Mauser trips and falls in the background of his shot and shrugs it off with an "It's a Monday."
They sure are. It's a Monday.
Like some kind of real-life Garfield. And this is kinda hilarious. Macchio blows kisses to the camera and shows off notifications on his phone, and has a very real moment of fear when Zabka thinks an unexpected punch in his direction that makes his co-star label him a flincher. However, acting is hard, especially when it comes to filming fighting scenes. Remember that moment when Miguel wanted to get the medal from Hawk? It wasn't an easy scene to film. The actors just lost their balance. It happens, but the other thing that which happens also so often is intentional bloopers. For example, when William Zabka decided to have some fun and add his own badass line. Despite his tough and almost humorless character, this man knows how to make people laugh. Or the example in his famous fight scene with his on-screen sensei. This moment looks even cooler with Lawrence spitting those glass pieces out of his mouth. Let's just say that Cobra Kai trainings differ. Sometimes they're jumpy, sometimes they're aggressive, and sometimes they're lazy as hell. And this is understandable because their trainings are so difficult and tiring, even with the coffee in their hands. See, he didn't even put his coffee cup down when he was learning the secret to the famous crane kick from off Macchio. And sometimes training makes the actors laugh even if nothing funny happened. And it makes us smile because that's so amazing. Despite they are so tired and sometimes need so much rest, the actors still stay so positive. Of course, all of the training they do is super important because nobody wants to get hurt during the filming process. But sometimes it happens. So guys, please, just be careful. No matter what happens, the actors always have energy to fool around, and that is what we love about the cast of Cobra Kai. They are so funny and hilarious, making fun of each other, troll, and that's amazing. William Zabka is an analog man in a digital world just like his character. Do you remember the scene from the first season where Johnny Lawrence didn't know what Facebook was? As funny as it is, the actor who portrays William Zabka also knows nothing about social networks, and his Instagram is not cool at all. Oh, William, you'd better learn how to use social network. This is 2020, keep up with the movement of life. Rob Macchio even tried a few times to explain to William Zabka what an Instagram story is, but it wasn't successful at all.
So when I started with the stories, like, they go away. But
yeah, that's what's great about it.
But like this stuff, that stays. That stays, and some of them that stay, like this should have been a story. This is I was at the...
Look once again in William Zabka's Instagram. What a shame. He could already have thousands of followers. However, he's a terrific actor and has been a karate movie legend since 1984, and everyone knows you can't be professional in everything, so he can be forgiven for concentrating on deeper things. And now it's time to talk about the jelly strips competition. Who's faster, Mary Mouser or Tanner Buchanan? Who's the best jelly strip eater? Stay till the end to know the correct answer. We can't be sure about who's better at karate, but Tanner is definitely the best at eating jelly strips. Just take a look at Tanner. Oh, he could at least pretend he's a gentleman. But no, he wants to show he's a winner. Tanner, let girls win sometimes, okay? We hope you want so more funny stuff about Cobra Kai, because we have something to show. Want to see some more funny moments? Because as you already know, Cobra Kai is full of really funny stuff. Let's take a look at the first season. The story opens with a climax from the Karate Kid. Cobra Kai's Johnny Lawrence takes on Miyagi-Do Karate's Daniel LaRusso at All Valley Under-18 Karate Championship. Present are the obligatory sound bites that have found their way into American pop culture, including sweep the leg and get in my body bag. Naturally, they're followed by the crane kick. The transition is brilliant. Johnny from 1984 is shown face down on the mat after the kick heard round the world. The scene dissolves into one that shows Johnny in the present, face down on the carpet after a night of hard drinking. While you are here, go ahead and click on one of these two videos on your screen. See you there.